Hello citizens, welcome to a new video. Today we are in the new game, the Starfield, and we are in the cockpit of a ship, the first ship that you get when you enter the game. And we will compare it a little bit with the closest ship that I could find in a Star Citizen, and that is Andromeda, or better to say, not Andromeda, but Phenix, Constellation Phenix. And first we will start from the ship. So this is the ship Frontier. To me it looks a lot of like Constellation series in Star Citizen, so it is only fair to compare that ship with. So to start, it has 3 weapons right now. It has a powerful boosters to fly in the atmosphere and also the rear engines. The ship is very big and strong, but you can make a lot bigger ships in this game. As I heard, I didn't play too much, just started, but wanted to see the difference between the ships. So let us now take a look first at the cockpit. So the cockpit is very detailed, the graphic is nice, but some kind of this graphic feels to me a little bit washed out. It's a Bethesda graphics that doesn't give me that feeling of realism that you get in a Star Citizen. Let's sit down in the cockpit. You have this beautiful animation of sitting down, preparing everything, and a lot of the instruments are showing a real-time information, but the problem is you have never been explained what this is or how does it function. And lastly, you cannot interact with it. Well, I didn't find a way. If you have found, please let me down in comments. Now let's get up again and take a look around. So the ship is fairly large. Here on the left and the right side we have some posts, engineering posts, so scanning or something, I don't know. Here we have one bulk door hatch which we can close, and then if some kind of catastrophic failure happen, you have divided your bridge to 2 parts from the rest of the ship. Right, open the door now and you get this large viewing area. The ship inside, for me, it's a little bit more better than in Star Citizen because it feels more homey. This ship is like made for people to live in space. Look at here, this small post for scanning or whatnot, scissors there, and then you have your bed, and it's already a little bit personalized, so you get some stuff you can take with you to your new place. But the problem is you can never bring your own and put them here, so I don't know how much that good is. Here we have some research station and very good space utilization with these cargo boxes. Here we have a navigation console, and it seems like someone lived here. There are a lot of stuff around. Here we have a table where we can sit and discuss our next way of mission, and also there is some things that we can take away, and the sandwich also, nice. And on this side we have some more cargo and some instruments. Here we have a bathroom, nothing special, just toilet. I don't see the shower, but that is it. And we have some equipment over here. The most of the shields and all the other things is put outside of the ship, so we will exit now and see. Next thing is this animation. It doesn't allow you to see actually how you get through the stairs down into cargo area, and this cargo area is very much like a Constellation, but just a little bit smaller. and here we have the exit of the ship. Large exiting area, and what I don't like about this ship, there's only one door. So the Constellation Andromeda is much better because you have 2 exits, or also 3. The top of the ship you can also exit. Here we can see from the outside most of the equipment is put on the ship, not inside of the ship like in Star Citizen, which gives ships in Star Citizen much more polished view than these ships. And also there are 5 centuries of development between Star Citizen and this game, but nevertheless we can compare the ships. Now let's get back inside one more time. So this is it. It's a comfy place to live, to fly and explore space with 1 or 2 friends if you have them. Now let's jump to Star Citizen and try to compare Constellation Phenix with this ship. So here we are now in a Star Citizen, and we are sitting in a cockpit of Constellation Phenix, and already you can see that the graphics are much better, and the feeling of the immersion is also much better, and you can interact with the displays. You can change stuff directly from your cockpit, which is a very good thing. You have a lot of space to view, and the cockpit is a little bit larger, but this ship is almost the same as the Frontier. So let's stand up from the seat, nice animation, and let's take a look at the ship. So at the beginning of the ship you see this is a cockpit, and we have 3 stations, 1 for pilot and 2 for co-pilots, which is very nice. So here is the lower turret and here is the upper turret. The ship looks clean without much of a use. Now if we enter this area, here we have an elevator to exit down the ship, and we also have a second exit which is up, which is very useful. Also here is the toilet and the shower, which is great. Here we have some lockers that are personalized and you can use them, and also we have a gun racks where we can put our weapons. Here we have a table that can rise, and this area can serve as a dinner place, and here we have some lockers to put our things. Over there we have 4 beds for the crew. Now we are getting to a fun part of this ship, and this is the luxury place. Now look at just the floor of this ship and the sign. You see that you are coming into something beautiful, and this place reminds me a lot of modern airplanes that are right now, but with a lot more space. Here we have a bed and aquarium, beautiful, and also here. Now as you go further, this place reminds me more and more at a Star Trek ship like Enterprise D or E. Just look at this, beautiful seats to sit, the carpet makes all the difference. And look at the size of this ship. Here we have a whole bar. The difference between Constellation and the ship from Starfield Frontier is that this ship has a completely different role. This is more of a luxury travel ship, and that is the exploration ship. But nevertheless, we are looking at the design of the ship, and for me personally, the Star Citizen has much more refined design. But what I liked more at the Frontier is that the ship feels more like a home, the place where you could live with a lot of personalized things. And currently in Star Citizen we can do that also, just you have to bring your stuff and put it all over the ship. because we have now the persistent universe. And here we have a large bed, beautiful room, also a jacuzzi here that cannot be used. And one thing that is here cool is all the equipment is inside of the ship. Look at these shields, everything, there's nothing protruding outside. But who decided to put these shields and electric just near the pool? I mean, come on guys, you know better than this. And here, if we go further, we come to a little cargo room and power plant and things. And we have here a snub fighter. That is a thing that Frontier doesn't have, which is cool. You have a whole designated area for this. And if you don't want to use it, you can put some stuff there. And the last thing that we will see in the Star Citizen is cargo. So here we have one interesting lift for the cargo, and as you can see, there is no stupid animations. You literally walk down through the opening and into a cargo holding area, which is huge, a lot bigger than the one on Frontier. But as said, we do not look at the size of the ship. There are a lot of bigger ships in the Starfield. We are looking at the design. And if you take a look, attention to details of the Star Citizen is unparalleled, amazing. Physically, you can open the cargo bay, which you cannot do in Starfield. You have a beautiful animation, everything changes. I mean, there is no a lot of games that can do this. Probably no game at all. The ability to close your doors, open doors, exit without any animation. The level of immersion in Star Citizen is the best. And as said before, these ships reminds me a lot at the Frontier, but here everything is much more refined. The components are inside of the ship, only that protruding are the engines and weapons. One thing that I like more in the Frontier is the power of the engines when you are going into an air. Here we have some small animations, but that could be also due to Star Citizen more advanced technology, because Star Citizen is set over 700 years, not 500 as I first thought in the future, and the technology is much more better than that one in the Starfield. Although you can argue that the quantum flight is slower than that drive that they have in a Starfield. And we are going outside, and look at this, you are actually in the space. So this is a bonus in our comparison video, Starfield ships against Star Citizen ships. And this ship make it so unfair for Starfield, because look at this beauty. This is my favorite ship in Star Citizen, by the looks of course, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Every line of this ship is so beautiful. I have a video just about this ship, and we will do just a quick tour of this ship. But size difference, it's almost the same as those at Starfield at the beginning, so the Frontier ship. And look at the beauty of design. Everything is perfect on this ship. Look at it, just there's no anything unnecessary sticking from this ship. When you open the hangars, look at the design and beauty of it. You have a hangar bay, a second hangar bay for the bike or for some cargo, and your main entrance. And you also have on the side this airlock, so this ship is absolutely mega beautiful. And also landing gear comes from out of nowhere. I mean, What more could you want from the ship design wise? So let's close our landing gear and all of our cargo, and let's get back in ship and take a look at this beauty from inside. Before we do that, we just have to look at the engines. Oh my god, beautiful. So switch back, get up. Look at the cockpit. Let's switch to first view. For me, this is definitely the most beautiful cockpit of them all. You have your co-pilots and the captain or a pilot, whatever you want it to call. And look at this. I mean, the Star Trek ships are not even comparable with this beauty. And when we open doors, we are greeted with this beautiful hallway with the woods, ceilings and everything. I mean, it is a luxury ship, of course it will be beautiful, but still. Look at the shower in this thing. Wow. Absolutely amazing. And utilities. Everything's perfectly mounted. Look at this. You need a toilet. Here it is. You don't want to see it. Get out of here. Wow. Here you have a suit locker. Beautiful. Here is the elevator. Here we have some rooms. This is a captain room. Look at this. Now this looks like someone lives here. You have a suit locker, you have glasses, some details, books, your computer, your chair as a captain, bed to sleep and television to view, if that is a thing in 29th century. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. No, this is 30th century ship. And two places for the crew. Absolutely stunning. And if we go back here, we have a beautiful dining area. Look at this, such a beautiful design. And on this side we have a kitchen, knives, wine table, everything, food, I mean everything what you ever want. And look at the design here. Wow. This is cartography stellar map, which we still cannot use in a Star Citizen, but boy oh boy, this looks beautiful. And we have a stanton here as display. And look at the windows opening, the turret behind. You know you are protected when you are inside of this. And the ceiling, the lights, the reflections, everything is perfect in this ship. I love the design wise this ship so much. There is no better ship in game, any game whatsoever, than the 400i. The ship has still have some glitches, but they are fixed in the new 320 patch, so kudos to CIG for that. Let's go to technical deck. So here we have also Jeffrey tube, which is amazing. So if the ship is broken, you can go down. Here we have some cold cellars where you can put some cargo or your food or anything that needs to be cooled at a lower temperature. Look at this. The temperature drops to 3 degrees when you enter, and when you come back, 21. Nice. Going further, we have this absolutely beautiful cargo and some escape pods, and everything is packed up nicely and beautifully. As said before, it's not fair to compare the centuries, but still these are just the games, and when you look at the design, Star Citizen is absolutely unprecedented. Look at just this armor, a level of detail, attention to details in this game are just unprecedented, unheard in any games, and as the game continues to develop, it will only get better. If we go at the front of the ship, we will be greeted with this, which is, in my opinion, one of the best design in Star Citizen, because here is the exit of the ship, here is the air locker, which when we open looks scary as hell, because you can fall down and die. What? Beautiful. Close this lid. Thank you. And here we have a gravity generator, which is absolutely mind-boggling beautiful. I mean, what game does have this? No game. Look at the attention to details. Look at this. Everything spinning in order. Can you imagine how much planning and design went into this? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And here we have our gun racks, so you can put your guns here, everything that you need. And here are also the suit lockers, which are not operational yet, but in future it makes perfect sense to have something like this, because you will come here, dress yourself, take a gun, and then you will come here and open the door and go outside, which I do not dare to do because I'm in space right now. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching this comparison. What do you think about ships in Starfield and also the ships in Star Citizen? I will do also in future more reviews about Starfield ships when I get some, because I don't have a time to play that game because I'm all the time in Star Citizen, and the graphics and realism of Star Citizen has just spoiled me. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and until next video, have fun out there, citizens.